In this lesson, we're going to be looking at three different ways to graph data. One way is a bar graph, which takes data in groups and discrete groups, or a circle graph, which compares parts of the data to the whole in terms of kind of what percentage of the whole it is, and then a line graph, which shows change over time. So for a bar graph, the first example here, what we have here on the x-axis, you can see distinct groups by day. So we can group all the cars parked in this parking lot on Monday into one group, all the cars parked in the lot on Tuesday into one group, and so on through the end of the week. And then we can graph the number of cars on the y-axis. So the height of the bar tells you how many cars are in the lot. So if we want to know which day of the week had the greatest number of cars parked in the lot, well, we just look at the tallest bar. That's on Friday. Friday has the tallest bar, so that's where the most people were parked in the lot. And then how many cars were parked in the lot on Monday? Well, if we look at the bar for Monday, it looks like it's halfway between 80 and 60, so that's going to be 70. Now let's look at the second example. So this one is a circle graph. And so what we've done here is we've looked at the ways that people get transportation to school. And what we can do is we can divide up of all the people transporting themselves to school, how many, what percentage uses their legs or their bike, what percentage uses their car, and what percentage uses the bus. And we can break up a circle into those pieces. So you can see on the data that was collected, almost half of the people use their car, so 45%, almost half. And so you can see that almost half of the circle is filled up by that one. And we can go on and talk about that in the same way for bus riding or walking or biking. So for the first question, what type of transportation is used almost half the time? Well, like I just said, it's going to be cars. Cars are used 45%, for 45% of people that they use cars. So that's almost half. Which type of transportation is used least often? Well, that's going to be the one that has the smallest piece of the pie. That's the bus. So 20% uses the bus. And for the third example, this is a line graph. So this is how a way that we can show change over time. So if we're looking at the balance in the savings account of Jamie here, so you can see it started at about 150 there. And then as the months went up, so these are months on the bottom, January, February, March, April, and onwards. So it goes up, it puts it a little bit more in each month, getting up to, is that July? And then it starts going down a little bit, and then pops back up a little bit, and then goes back down a little bit more in December. All right, so in which month was Jamie's balance $250? Well, 250, that's between 200 and 300, so if we go over, that's this point right here. Go down to the month. Well, this is January, February, March, April, May is the month, so it's going to be in May. And then also, if we keep going over at 250, well, also at December, we have $250. So December would be another month where we have $250. Between which two consecutive months did Jamie's balance increase the most? So that's going to be where the steepest slope is. So that's actually going to be, if we look at the steepest slope, that's between June and July. So right here, you can see the steepest slope going up at the sharpest angle. That's between June and July.